The laws in which we live under provides relief. It provides a method of redemption for this inherent aspect of reality. Welcome to GodstyleBilal TV. I'm GodstyleBilal, and you are tuning into the Forbidden Desires podcast. Podcasting live here from my car without a mic. We talk about shadow thoughts and everyday life experiences, like real life experiences. A viewer once asked, what does forbidden desires actually mean? Like, what does that mean as far as your podcast is concerned? I'll say this. In life, there are just facts of life, and life it's patterned and it's made a particular way. Humans are made a particular way. If you ask a religious person, they'll tell you that humans or people are made sinners. They're born sinners, which indicates that humans are not perfect and are capable of making mistakes. If you ask, a neutral person, somebody who's not spiritual or religious, they'll tell you that everybody has flaws, right? Everywhere we are being reminded that the human race was made to have some errors in it. And if it wasn't made to have errors in it, there are inherently errors that take place. There are inherently mistakes and things that we do, right? Okay. So this means if you are human, you are not exempt from the human experience. This means that if you are human, you are going to make a mistake. You're going to do something that produces an error. It's just inherently a part of your makeup and who you are. Therefore, as imperfect beings who have the capacity to create error, anything that we make or create here on planet Earth, anything that's man-made, will have a bit of error or a bit of penetrability. I hope I'm saying that right. It's penetrable. Penetrable? You know, like you can get through it. You know what I'm saying. The fact that we are imperfect means that this experience will inherently have some difficulties and some obstacles. But thankfully, because of the type of experience and the reality that we live in, although there are issues, obstacles, and difficulties that are made manifest by the inherent errors that we make and that we commit, right? The mistakes that we commit. Although this is true, the laws in which we live under provides relief. It provides a method of redemption for this inherent aspect of reality. These laws, two of them particularly, include the Law of Duality and the Law of Polarity. Y'all can go look them up, but I'm going to specifically talk about the Law of Duality because it is so perfect for what we're talking about. If you have a desire or, something that you want, and you're having issues and mistakes and obstacles that are in the way, the Law of Duality brings about resolution because it lets you know anything that exists has a contrast. So if there's anything you're having a problem with obtaining or acquiring, you should know where there is a problem, there is always a solution. Where there is an obstacle, there is a remedy. And I will go further to say, where there is a stronghold, there is a loophole. And where there is no way, you see no way, there is innovation that can be had to get you what you want or where you want to be or whatever it is. The laws allow for us to still be able to find a solution to every single obstacle and problem that there is. Everything that we're doing here is just we're experiencing each other. We're consuming each other's products and creativities. That's what we're doing here, right? So when we talk about forbidden desires, I want you to understand that anything that you desire can be achieved. Why? Because anything that you want, if there's a problem, there's a solution to it. A lot of people will come to an obstacle or an issue or a problem and they will think, oh, this is the end of the road. There's nothing more that I can do. There's nothing more that can be done, right? But that's not true. I remember being in high school, right? Okay. When I was in high school, I don't know if I was a junior or a senior, but one of those years, I needed a particular class in order to have those credits on my transcript. And I remember them telling me at the office that they didn't have any classes available to fulfill the type of requirements that I needed for these particular credits.
Oh no.
And I don't know why, I just never really took no for an answer, okay? When it came to like my goals, my desires and dreams, never took no for an answer. This is how I came to know that there is a solution for everything, whether it's taking a loophole, like I said, or whether it's innovating a solution to the problem, or whatever it may be. You can get done what it is that you truly want to get done. Anyway, so they told me that and I was like, okay. So then I thought, well, I mean, you guys create classes and you guys get to say what classes are allowed to be taken. And I got to thinking. So I asked the principal, I asked him, I said, if I come up with a solution, will you hear it out? And he said yes. So I came back and my solution was, why don't I just choose a teacher, and this is what I'll do for my particular my class. If I can get a teacher to teach this particular curriculum to me to fulfill this particular requirement to get these credits, will you approve the class? And thank God they were so supportive, okay? And I'll never forget Mr. Powers, my principal. He looked me dead in my face and was like, yeah, that's fine. You can do it. If you can get a teacher, you can, yeah, sure. So I went and I asked one of my favorite teachers, and her name was also Powers. Her name was Mrs. Powers. The principal, his name was Mr. Powers and she was Mrs. Powers, but they were not married, okay? So I went and I asked her and I was like, would you be willing to teach this curriculum to me? I will sit in the back of the class of one of your already scheduled classes, and I'll just take this class on my own by myself in the back while you teach your class, okay? And she seemed like she, I didn't know if she would be apprehensive to it, because I knew it was a lot of work, because I'm literally giving her something extra to do. It means she would have to grade extra papers, and it's pretty much extra. But she agreed. And boom, there, I had my solution. I was able to get something that a regular student who doesn't understand not taking no for an answer, who doesn't understand the law of duality, a person who doesn't understand how this place works, would have been like, oh, I'll just have to wait until next year. No. So when you talk about forbidden desires, it's the things that you truly want and that you really want to acquire, but for some reason you don't think that you can have them. For some reason you feel like you're not supposed to have them, or there are things in a way that you can't get to them, and so they're forbidden to you, and so you turn away and you go on like you never wanted it. I don't believe in that. I believe that you should go after every single thing that you want. I think that every desire that is yours, you should have. And the only reason you would turn it down is because you can't see the way to it. Okay? But like I said, I am a problem solver. And I know that there is a solution to everything. I am here to help you find that solution, that innovation, that whatever that is, in order to help you create the life and the reality that you really want to exist in. And that's what this channel is all about. So if you were confused about why I named this podcast Forbidden Desires, that is why. Okay? Any desire you want, anything that you want, as long as it doesn't impede on the will of others or harm others, I believe that you should have it. So let's get to work. Let's talk about the obstacles that you guys are having. What is going on with you in your life and just in your reality that you feel like you want, but for some reason it's forbidden to you? For some reason it's cut off to you. Drop a comment below. Let's just open up this conversation, shall we? Thank you so much to that viewer who asked that question. And I hope that my explanation was satisfactory. And I really, truly hope that this experience that we're having together is one that is going to be of enlightenment and discovery for you. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more. Please don't forget to visit www.GodstyleBilal.com in order to leave me a gift or a tip. And until next time.